Good day to everyone and welcome back to this channel. And for today's video, we're going to discuss again another lesson. And I'm so glad and blessed to see you and to share something about this week's lesson. And I would like to greet all my students. Hi everyone, I hope you're doing great right now. And I would like to film this video because this will be the next lesson after the examination. And it is one of the basic parts of speech. And it is one of my favorite parts of speech. It begins with letter A. Okay, you'll see later on. Okay, this English presentation was made by Sharia Ayub, Maliha Hassan, Mavra Munghal, Samra Ishak, Ayesha Khalid, Rafia Hanif, Abrin Muhammad. Okay, so this presentation is not originally made by me, but it is made by these presenters. But the activity later on will be different. Okay, so let's proceed now. So the part of speech that I'm going to discuss this morning or on this video is all about adjectives. I know that it is one of the basic parts of speech, but without adjective, our world, our conversation will not be meaningful, will not be colorful, because adjectives give color and flavor to our conversation, right? Most especially when we are doing feature articles. Especially when we are describing something or describing someone, we really need adjectives. Okay, let's define now adjectives. Adjectives describe or modify a noun or a pronoun. Okay, when I say modify, synonymous with the word describe. Okay, naglalarawan in Filipino. To modify means to change slightly or to make the meaning more definite. Adjectives usually answer one of the following questions about the nouns and pronouns they modify. Okay, so that's the definition of adjectives. Questions that adjectives answer. Okay, we have 4 questions here. The first one is what kind? Okay, anong klase? Which one? Alin? How many? Ilan? How much? Magkano? Okay? What kind? New car. Happy children. Sunny day. Which one? Which page? Every page. Which grade? 7th grade. Which book? Any book. How many? How many hamburger? 1 hamburger. How many dollars? $5. How many rides? Several rides. How much? Much rain. Full tank. How much food? Little food. Okay, next. Types of adjectives. Okay, we have 6 types, or 5 I should say, 5 types of adjectives. The first one is adjectives of quality, adjectives of quantity, adjectives of number, demonstrative adjectives, and the last one is interrogative adjectives. Okay, so let's find out what are these types of adjectives. The first one is adjectives of quality. These adjectives are used to describe the nature of noun. They give an idea about characteristics of the noun by answering the question, what kind? Examples of what kind. He is a brave person. What kind of person he is? Brave person. Lucy has a white cow. What kind of cow? white cow. Okay. Adjectives of quantity. Okay. So a while back, we talked about quality. What kind? Okay. The quality. Now, let's talk about quantity. Okay, so there's a big difference between quality and quantity. When we are talking about quantity, it talks about numbers. Okay, it talks about figures. Okay. Adjectives of quantity, as the name suggests, describes the quantity. These adjectives help to show the amount or the estimated amount of the noun or pronoun. This answers the question how much. Examples of how much: I ate some cookies. How many cookies? Some. He has little intelligence. How much intelligence? Little. Okay, and just to let you know, when we are talking about these adjectives of quantity, it's in general. It's not a specific number. Okay, general number. Adjectives of number. Okay, so a while back, adjectives of quantity, now adjectives of number. And let's find out what's the difference between these two. Adjectives of number express the exact number of a person or thing, answering the questions how many. Okay, how many, ilan. And there are three types of adjectives of number. The first one is definite numeral adjectives, indefinite numeral adjectives, and distributive numeral adjectives. And when we say definite numeral adjectives, these denote an exact number as 1, 2, 3, and etc. And we call 1, 2. So if we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and etc., we call this as cardinals. Okay, cardinal numbers. Example: Hina has 5 rabbits. The cardinal number is 5, and it serves as definite numeral adjective. Next, first, second, third, and etc. We call this as ordinals. Okay, ordinals. That's why it's in order: first, second, third, fourth, fifth, and etc. She will go back to school on second week of September. Okay, so I hope it's clear already about definite numeral adjectives. Now let's proceed with indefinite numeral adjectives. Okay, so these do not denote exact number. Okay, take note, do not denote exact number. The most common indefinite adjectives are any, each, few, many, much, most, several, and some. Examples: these are several people in the safe room. The indefinite numeral adjectives is several. Many people attended the class. Many is your indefinite numeral adjective. Indefinite. What's the Filipino term for indefinite? I think it's I forgot. Basta indefinite is general. It's not specific. And it's the antonym for definite. Definite is specific. Indefinite is general. I forgot the Filipino term. I will just flash it here. Okay. Distributive numeral adjectives. Okay, distributive, from the word distribute. Okay, these are used to refer to individual noun within the whole amount. The most common distributive numeral adjectives are each, every, either, and neither. Example: taxes have to be paid by every employed citizen. Okay, let's proceed with the last one, or the second to the last, I should say, demonstrative adjectives. These adjectives are used to point out a particular item or items in reference to the speaker. Demonstrative, from the word demonstrate. Okay? We have demonstrative pronoun, we have also demonstrative adjective. Examples: that boy, that's why demonstrate. That boy is clever. When you say clever, vocabulary: smart, intelligent. Okay, these mangoes are sour. Okay, these mangoes are sour. Actually, you have two adjectives in the sentence. In the first sentence, that boy is clever. That is your demonstrative adjective. And we have another adjective which is clever. These mangoes are sour. These is an adjective. Sour is also an adjective. I hate such things. Such is your demonstrative adjectives, or adjective, I should say. And the last one is interrogative adjectives. These are words such as which, whose, and what that are used along with nouns to ask questions. And you've learned that we have interrogative sentence, right? One of the kinds of sentences, or one of the kinds of a sentence is interrogative sentence. We have also interrogative adjective. And we've learned that when we are talking about interrogative, it talks about question, asking questions, something like that. Examples: which hot drink do you prefer? Whose horse is this? What is your surname? Okay, so our interrogative adjectives are which, whose, and what. Do you have any questions or clarification, something like that, before proceeding to our activity? And by the way, for your activity, this is just a simple activity. I'm going to read a conversation. Okay, I'm going to read a conversation, and the text will be flashed on the screen of your phone or your laptop, something like that, your computer. I'm going to read a short conversation dialogue, and then you're going to identify. Okay, let's practice if you know or understand already what is an adjective. Okay, so you're going to identify the adjectives used in this conversation. Okay, so right now I'm going to read a short conversation or dialogue entitled My Friend, and you're going to identify the adjectives on this conversation. Okay, so my friend Rich is coming to town next week. Have you ever met him? No, I haven't. He's kind of crazy, but a great guy. Yeah, why do you say so? What's he like? He's really hardworking, but very much a loner. He's pretty talented and can do just about anything. Sounds interesting. Is he married? No, he isn't. What does he look like? Maybe my friend Alice would be interested in meeting him. He's tall, slim, and quite good looking. I'm sure your friend would find him attractive. What's she like? She's outgoing and very athletic. Really? What sports does she like playing? She's a great tennis player and also goes bicycling a lot. What does she look like? She's kind of exotic looking. She's got long dark hair and piercing black eyes. People think she is rather beautiful. Do you think she would like to meet Rich? Sure, why don't we introduce them? Great idea! Okay, so I hope that you've learned something from this. Okay, you've learned something from this conversation, and I hope that you have identified already the adjectives from this conversation. Okay, always remember before I end this video what it says in Proverbs 25 verse 11. A word fitly spoken is like an apple of gold in frames of silver. So whatever we say, whatever we utter, we need to be very careful of our words, because it might hurt other people, it might hurt the feelings of your friend. Okay, so let's be very careful of our words, because it might destroy one's life, or it might destroy one's mood. So let's remind ourselves all the time that we should use words, appropriate words, so that others will not be hurt or discouraged. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful day.